Giant bees are invading Metropolis. The narrator tells us each one is the size of an army tank. Well, that's a relief. If they were the size of a Navy tank, we'd really be in trouble.
Police bullets have no effect on the winged juggernauts.
Jet fighter bullets only destroy buildings, not the bees.
Only one force remains which can rescue the beleaguered city.
After he rescues the beleaguered fighter jet, I have a feeling the turbines in its engine may be a little out of balance. The Air Force can figure out how to get it the rest of the way down. Superman treats the city the way we treat just about everything in our household. Any flat surface is fair game to put something on.
I'm going to take these freaks to a laboratory where scientists can... Great Scott! This bee is growing smaller. So are these other two.
Within seconds, they're normal-sized bees again, and they fly away. Here's my problem so far. The bees had no reason to attack Metropolis. Bees don't go looking for trouble. They go looking for flowers, and most of the time, if there's trouble, they'll just fly away. They only get aggressive when they're cornered and threatened. I know there are other kinds of bees that are aggressive, but in 1967 we Americans didn't know they existed, so we can assume these are North American honeybees with a glandular problem.
Extra, extra! Thugs loot city as police battle giant bees! Extra, extra!
It sounds like the bees were a diversion. That means somebody deliberately created them. Let's see who.
You must stop this madness. I created the growth ray for bees to help mankind, not destroy it.
Ain't that a shame, Professor? You want to make lots of honey, and we want to make lots of money.
I made that up all by myself. Before they can say any more, someone is at the door.
Professor Soames, we're reporters from the Daily Planet.
Reporters? Oh, dear.
Miss Lane and I would like to ask you some questions about the giant bees that struck Metropolis.
I'm sorry, I can't help you. Go away, please.
Being good citizens, they respect his wishes and go away.
This whole layout looks pretty suspicious.
You shouldn't have said that, lady.
Or not. By all means, Lois, barge right in after being told not to. We have a word for that. Trespassing. That's trespassing. I always have trouble with that one. Our stereotype gangster locks them in a room with a steel door.
What is all this?
Giant honeycombs, Miss Lane, built by giant bees.
But why, Professor? Why did you create those giant bees?
All part of a dream, Mr. Kent. My dream, to increase the world's production of honey.
Was there a shortage? What's the plan for all that honey? And how many daffodils does it take to fill one of those? Are there enough flowers to make this work? And is the giant bee's proboscis too big to fit in them? Considering how many of those cells are already filled with honey, I guess he found a way to make it work. Let's concentrate on getting out of here. Clark figures one of the empty cells might lead to the outside.
No, come back. There's no way through this maze.
Oh, he has a way. Outside, the bad guys have created a huge swarm of the bees so their henchmen in the city can pull off what the boss calls the big job.
Like a rocket, the Man of Steel plows into the thick swarm of insects. Hurling giant bees right and left, he fights his way onward. Warding off all attackers, he pours toward the center of the angry mass.
I won't hurt you, Queen Bee. I need your help.
True to their species, the entire swarm of bees clusters around its queen.
Okay, that's it for my suspension of disbelief. The queen doesn't leave the hive unless she has to go find a new one. She does not go out and do the grunt work. The workers do that. So the only reason for the queen to be out there in that tornado is so Superman can drag her back to the hive like that. He seals up the crack they made in the hive when they broke out, and that's the end of that.
Yay! Where'd you come from?
The roof, weren't you paying attention?
Yeah, that'll hold you until the police get here.
And what's a concussion or two among friends?
Superman! Oh, thank heaven.
You're safe now, and so is Metropolis. Send for the police.
At once, Superman.
Wait, what about Clark? He's still lost in there.
Don't worry, he's young. He has plenty of years left to find his way out, and at least he won't get hungry.
Oh, I guess we'll just have to find him ourselves.
Lois,
Clark,
what happened?
you'll never believe it. While we were trapped in there, Superman came from out of nowhere and rescued us.
Clark covered himself in honey to make it look like he's blundered into a wrong turn or two, and when he appeared again, he pretended to be so glad to see Lois he gave her a hug. She never forgave him. Hey friends, if you enjoyed the video, please click the thumbs up button and let me and YouTube know it. If you're not subscribed yet, you know what to do. And remember, you can become a patron of this channel for as little as $2 a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. The time there's the roof weren't